Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. You're keeping safe and protected and trying to be as sane as possible, getting through this time of uncertainty and confusion. And so many, we're all stuck home. So we're all stuck home. And from what I'm getting and what I'm hearing is it's driving a lot of people crazy. It's like groundhog. What is it? Groundhog Day. The same day being repeated every day, every day, every day, every day. Stuck home all the time, being around our loved ones, and although we love our loved ones, it's like they're starting to get on each other's nerves. Because there's no escape. Whereas before we could escape to go to work, or we could escape school, go to school, or whatever. We can't do nothing, we can't even go get our toes done. My poor toes haven't been done. I had to do my own pedicure. Actually, I enjoyed doing it. So it's like, it's coming back to basics, right? It's like, okay, all those things that we used to do, we can't do now. So, we have to take care of ourselves in other ways, right? So I started doing my own pedicures. My gym is my bedroom. I have my equipment, or if I can go for a walk, I'll go for a walk. But what I'm hearing now is a lot of parks are being closed. So it's like you can't even go for a walk because the parks are getting too crowded, especially, I guess, because the weather's nice and people are just going stir crazy. They just want to go out. They just want to be out, right, and about and see people. Right? And so we get that opportunity when we go to the park, even though everybody keeps their distance 6 feet apart, right? They take precautions, but it's just the fact that we're walking, we can see people, it's kind of like, and it feels good to go for a walk. It keeps you grounded. I love walking, So if my park gets closed, I'm going to lose my mind too. I can't even walk around the high school track, because it's closed. We can't even do that. Because I have to walk around the neighborhood. But my gym, like I said, is my bedroom. I have my treadmill and my exercise ball and my weights. And it's the only way I'm keeping myself sane as far as being able to exercise, because it's like I need to be physical. Sitting around, I can't deal with the sitting around too much. So originally what I planned on doing, I was going to pull some romance angel cards for fun, and just, see what the romance angels have to say to us, right? But then I was stirred against it. Spirit has wanted me to talk about something different. I've been talking about the twin flame journey, right? For most people, for people who understand the twin flame journey, who can relate to it, our divine masculines and our divine feminines, and the things that they go through while they're going through this journey, because this is one of the hardest journeys for so many. For all our twin flames, we've gone through all kinds of stuff. It's probably the toughest and hardest relationship to ever be in. So I've been connecting very much to the divine masculine energy. For whatever reason, Spirit is connecting me to divine masculine. And, even when I'm doing remote sessions, I'm connecting to the higher selves. I'm transmuting energy. So whoever I'm transmuting for is coming through. So even in my remote Reiki sessions, which have been amazing, so many people are reporting amazing things from these remote sessions that I've been doing. So feel free to reach out to me. Go on my website, isabella-reiki.com, and choose one of the options for the remote Reiki sessions. I've been getting a lot of good feedback, so feel free to stop by and schedule an appointment with me. But again, as I was saying, I'm very much connected to the divine masculine energy, and I've been getting all these downloads. And as of yesterday, which was the 444 portal opening gateway, there's so many shifts, energetic shifts that are happening. People going through a lot of amazing transformations. We're connecting to our light bodies. We're connecting to our abilities and gifts. Things are coming through for us. We're connecting more to it. Realizations are being presented clearly to us. It's kind of like we're getting it now. You know, it's like we've been going through this for so long, and I feel like whatever energetic shift has been going on, we're at this place now where we are starting to get it, right? Everything that we're going through, and I'm talking about the twin flame journey. Everything that we're going through is making sense of why it's happening. How it's happening, why it's happening. What is it all about, right? Because it's very confusing. It's hard to understand what it truly is, So I'm getting a lot of divine masculines tapping in. Energetically, I'm tapping into their energy and hearing a lot of stories about the divine masculine. And, sometimes the divine masculine on this twin flame journey gets a bad rap. They get a bad rap because of their part in it, and the twin flame journey. And the divine feminine is, for the most part, a little bit more advanced on the journey. But we basically go through the same things. We're just going through them at different stages at different times because we're a perfect mirror of each other. We're reflecting our own inner things, within ourselves that need to come up to the surface. We mirror each other in a lot of ways, right? And the same applies, like I said, you can call soulmates too. We mirror each other. There's reasons for the things that we go through, and all the triggers that come up are things that we're supposed to heal within ourselves. And in the twin flame journey, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, we really go through some deep, deep, deep healing. Because as I mentioned in other videos, our purpose is to spread unconditional love. And we can't really get to the place of unconditional love till we have cleared our own stuff and the things that are going on with us, ourselves. And we're giving that unconditional love to ourselves. And once we go through that, that's now what we have to share with the world, right? With the planet, with, other people on the twin flame journey. Because that's part of our mission, is to spread all of the, everything that we've learned through our experiences through this journey, which is very difficult. It was very hard. But like I was saying earlier, I'm like really tapping into the divine masculine energy, and they're having a hard time. They've had a hard time on this journey. Because again, a lot of limited beliefs and programming and things that they've gone through in their lives, as the divine feminine and as anybody else, really. We go through this programming and these experiences that are really supposed to be teaching us lessons about ourselves, right? It's up to us, though, whether we decide to learn them or not. But anyway, as far as the divine masculine goes, there was a lot of downloads that were coming through yesterday at the 4-4 portal for me. A lot of realizations. And one of the big things that really appeared in my consciousness that I felt Spirit was guiding and telling me was that the divine feminines really have to have more compassion on this journey with their DMs. As frustrating as they make us and make you feel, know that we feel that way because there's stuff that are being triggered within ourselves that we need to heal, because they're going to go into the deepest parts of us, the shadow part of us that really needs to come up and be healed within ourselves. And that's why it's so difficult. But as divine feminines, we really have to have more compassion for our divine masculines, because again, I don't want to say they're behind, but they have such deep conditioning within themselves. and confusion and not understanding what is truly going on, because most of them don't even really know what's going on. And most of them, from what I'm gathering, is they've gone through really tough childhoods. Not to say that the Divine Feminine hasn't, but the Divine Masculine has gone through some really hard, challenging experiences in their lives that really have contributed to their behaviors and the choices and the decisions that they make, and that they've been making throughout their lives and on this journey as well. And they're coming into a place right now, from what I understand, of starting to, the ones who are in this wave now, where they're starting to understand what is going on, and where this is all coming from. They're going through this awakening, and they're starting to see those patterns, and they're starting to see those behaviors, choices and decisions that they made, because they're becoming awakened now, and they're understanding where it's coming from. But before they got to this place of awakening, and I'm not saying all Divine Masculine, because we're all still at our own place through this journey. We may not be at that place of completely being awakened to this journey, or understanding truly what is going on in this journey. We just know it's crazy. We don't understand what's going on. It's freaky, and we're going to just run. Or hide. It's like, no, I can't do it. But, so a lot of the downloads that I got, and actually I pulled some cards, and they all go with the downloads that I've gotten yesterday concerning the DMs and the things that they go through, and this is where I'm saying DFs really need to be a little bit more compassionate and understanding. I'm not saying be a doormat. I'm not saying put up with the BS. Know your worth, stand in your power as well. And don't allow yourself to be a doormat, If you feel like things are not moving forward and they're really affecting you deeply, first you want to look at what it is so that you can heal it, and understand where it's coming from. You're being triggered for a reason, that's their purpose, to trigger you so that you can heal the things that you need to heal within yourselves, But a lot of these DMs suffer from addictions and codependencies and lower vibrational energies, and constantly in search of trying to figure out who they are, and not really knowing who they are on this journey. And most of us go through this, but they go through some rough times. They're going through rough. I'm not saying that the DFs aren't, but we are too. But it's like an image. A lot of them really are stuck on materialistic stuff, status, respect and power and all of that stuff. And that comes from somewhere deeper. That comes from the way they've been conditioned to believe, And I'm hearing a lot of similarities with a lot of these Divine Masculines, that they're taught to look at women a little bit differently. Like love is not a priority in their lives. They don't even know what that feels like, especially if they had a rough childhood growing up and were never really shown what love is. And there's so many different versions of love. But that love, that unconditional love that you feel for another person, which, in the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminines in this twin flame journey, that love, when you come to that awakened state, that unconditional love is a love that they've never experienced in their lives, and for the most part, even a lot of Divine Feminines as well. It's like, and that's what makes it so confusing, People will confuse love for other things. And if they grew up